Welcome back. I'm Scott Zaino, your local knowledgeable professional real estate agent for beautiful Cape Cod and the islands. Today, I'll be going over the end of the statistics in all our different sectors for the end of May for the State of the Market report. So, with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Um, we do these every month to keep all of our buyers and sellers abreast of the market and what's happening with the market, um, so that you can make smart decisions, right? Um, Let me just get my screen here. So right here, so let's start right off with the median sales price. Okay. We have about 5 or 6 different sectors we're going to go through. The median sales price ending May was 659,000. So that had a slight drop of about 26,000 from 685 in April. So what that's telling us is the prices are softening up maybe a little bit, right? So there might be an opportunity to buy a property at a little bit better price than what they've been doing in the last few months. You can see from the beginning of January, which is just 4 months old, beforehand, 610, 629. 650 in March, 685 in April, took a big jump there, and then it dropped back down to 659. So median sales price of 659 for Cape Cod and the islands from Plymouth to P-Town. So let's take a look at our active listings. So this tells us how many properties are available on the open market to purchase. That includes land, condominiums, and uh, properties, right? Residential properties. So we're at 547,000, which in April it was 547. In April it was 532. So we had an increase, maybe about 20 houses from month to month. Um, so, you know, seeing more inventory is definitely pleasing and better for everybody. But only 20 units isn't really much. It's just a little blip. Um, as you guys know, before pre COVID, uh, our inventory was around 2,000, just to give you an idea. So I'm going to do that real quick. So March of 2020, which was COVID, we were sitting around 1,986 units. And you can see that today we're just down to 547 units. Let's look at our days on market. So what this does is tells us how quickly properties are going under contract. So last month it was 10, which was extraordinarily low, right? Well, this month, May, the numbers are in, and it's only 7 days. So 7 days is what the market is saying, but a lot of these houses are selling over the weekend. It just sometimes it takes a day or two. When you load the listing into the MLS, you might add a day or two before it goes on the market, and then by the time you wait for your earnest money deposit, might be another day or two before the agent clicks it over to contingent. So even though it says 7, believe me, a lot of these houses are selling over the weekends with these open houses on Saturdays and Sundays, and then the seller makes a decision on Monday. So the market is super, super competitive. If you plan on buying something, plan on reacting very quickly to these properties that come on the market. Get there and look at them as quickly as you can with your agent. Hopefully, I'm your agent, but if not, get there early, scope out the house, make sure you have your offer in with all your paperwork in line and that it's all in good order, because the seller is going to receive probably multiple offers on that property, and penmanship and neatness counts, right? So cross all your T's and dot all your I's, present a nice offer, and hope for the best, right? So that is your days on market, only at 7 days. Let's talk about months of supply. So months of supply, we've talked about this before, right? So we're sitting at 1.8 months of supply. So if no other houses came on the market, we would run out of inventory in 1.8 months, which is, 45, maybe 50 days. There'd be no more inventory. Anything less than a 4 month day of supply, month of supply, is a seller's market. And we've been in a seller's market, as you can see by this graph, for a long time. The last time it was a buyer's market was probably back right around in pre-COVID, March or April. Um, was a buyer's market. And then, of course, COVID came and things, completely changed. So now we're down to 1.8 months of inventory. All right. So 4 months of inventory or less is a seller's market. 5 to 6 months is like a neutral market. And 6 months or more of inventory is a buyer's market. All right. So if you're a seller and you're thinking about selling and you see this graph here, uh, and you're considering about listing your property for sale, please, by all means, keep us in mind. We'd love to help you. Months of supply. So let's talk about sales to list price ratio. So what this is saying is, if you put your house on the market for X amount of dollars, how much can I expect to get? Well, for the end of May, if you put your price on, put your house on the market for say $1 million, according to the statistics, then you should get 100% of asking price as long as you priced it correctly. So that's 100%. So in April, it was about 100% too. So it was like a wash. So in March, let's see here, March, it was 98%. So March was 98.7. April, it went to 100. May, it went to 100. So what does that tell us? That tells us that offers are coming in stronger than they have since February or March or April. Okay. So offers are coming in stronger based off of the statistics here for the end of month of May. Your percentage of list to sales price was 100%. All right. Then we're going to talk about your price per square foot. So this is mostly if you want to build. If you're going to build a house, they're talking anywhere between, $300 and $400 a square foot here. So this is averaging out now at the end of May for $436 per square foot. And for April, it was about the same. So no price increase or decrease there. It was kind of like a wash. All right. So next I want to get into is share my screen with you on our uh, uh, some slides. So I've got about 60 slides here, but I went through the most important ones and I want to share those with you. So the first slide here is number 7 here. It's about months of inventory. We just talked about this, but I wanted you guys to see it visually. I'm kind of a visual person. I like to see things in black and white. So this goes and shows you when's the last time it really was a buyer's market. It was really back in, you know, looks like, I don't know, 2012. It shifted, and here we are today into a seller's market. Okay. So again, less than 4 or 5 months is more like it for a seller's market, 6 to 7 for neutral, and then a buyer's market is greater than 6 months. All right. Let's go to number 19 real quick. So this is just a slide here of, letting us know the pros and the cons of buying during a recession. Um, so the pros would be, less competition. So I'll read this real quick. A recession often puts people in a difficult financial position, leaving them unable to afford a new home. This result is less competition with the market for those who still can afford it. Lower prices during a recession. With fewer buyers, home sellers will no longer see multiple offers on bidding wars for their properties. This can lead to lower home prices. And then usually during a recession, interest rates do go down. During a recession, the Federal Reserve will often lower the interest rates to stimulate the economy, which can result in a more favorable rate for borrowing, getting more mortgage loans. So we're on the opposite side of that. They're raising the rates to stimulate the economy, right? And then some of the cons are stricter lending requirements, fewer options available. These would be the negatives, and then the economic uncertainty. All right. So that was slide 19. We want to get to number 24 here real quick. So Americans are sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. 67.6 have paid off their mortgage, will have at least 50% equity. So of all the homes out there with mortgages, 67 have paid off their mortgage, 67%, or they got at least 50% equity. I heard the other day that somewhere that most properties have about over 300,000 in equity. All right. So mortgage homes are with greater value than equity. 50% equity is in the blue right here. Mortgage homes with less than 50% equity right here, 32. And then the green is owns the home free and clear. So that's a very healthy situation to be in, right? And foreclosures are low, 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 a 0.5%, right? And then what I want to do is get in this next slide here, is number 63. And then we'll get into our health score and then wrap it up. Okay. Mortgage rates. So let's talk about mortgage rates because that's so important, right? The lower the rate, the more your buying power. So today we're sitting at a 30-year fixed, right? At 6.39, 6.49. Can you get an adjustable rate? Yeah. If you are into adjustable rates, which I would highly encourage because they are lower and you can always refinance later. Uh, that's something you want to talk to your mortgage professional about. If you are looking to purchase, you are looking to get pre-approved, by all means, keep us in mind and we can put you in touch with a professional local mortgage lender that can help you get through the process. So today we're at 6.39 for the end of May for interest rates for 30-year fixed. All right. And then we're going to go for projections. So everybody asked me what's going to happen with the rates. Honestly, I'm not really sure, but I can tell you one thing is what goes up usually comes down. But I have a projection here for you based on where the professionals are thinking the interest rates are gonna go soon enough, maybe after the summer, who knows? We'll see how things go. Everything is day by day right now, right? So the Fannie Mae's predicting 5.9 for third quarter, right? In the fourth quarter, 5.67. Here's some of the projections here for MBA and NAR, and then the average of all three. The screen actually is a little bit better right here. It shows you where interest rates could be possibly heading. So for the next quarter, 5.8, and then the end of the year, maybe 5.5, and then the beginning of next year, 2024, 5.3 and 5.1. So they're predicting interest rates to go down. However, they just went back up a notch last month. So right now, I think everything is just waiting to see what happens and how things play out. Like I said, take an adjustable rate mortgage. They're great. They lock you in for a certain amount of years, and the interest rate cannot go up during those up or down. They can go up or down, but not more than like a point. It's still way better than a fixed rate. So that is it for my slides. Let me go ahead and stop my share, increase my screen. Okay, so I'm back. So health score. So we've been talking about health score the last few months on where the real estate market is. And today I am giving it a 8.5, which is up from 8.3 last month. So Scott, why would you raise it up a couple of points? And the reason is the median sales price went down from April to May, so that's good, right? And so that's a little bit more opportunity, and you can buy more house for less, right? And then more listings, right? So we had 20 more listings this month than we had last month. It's not a ton, but it's more and it's moving in the right directions. So for all you sellers out there who have been thinking about selling your property, please consider selling your house. I know you need a place to go and things like that, but we can help you with that. We're a specialist on sell by moves, which is when you sell your house, you can also buy your next house on the same day. So you sell in the morning and you buy in the afternoon, and we can help you find your new location for you and put contingencies in there to cover you as well. So if you're not familiar with a sell by, please give us a call at 508-566-0051 or shoot me an email at sjzaino@gmail.com. We could talk about that more. We want to thank everybody for watching our State of the Markets from all over Cape Cod and beyond. The calls, the texts, the emails, the notes, the PMs, the DMs. We get it all. keep your questions coming. And if you have any questions at all, you guys know me. My door is always open. So please keep us in mind. If you're thinking about selling, please call us and we'll be happy to help you. If you're thinking about purchasing, please keep us in mind for that as well. We've got some dynamite lenders and we've got great properties we can share with you. We do a lot of off-market properties as well, which really is nice because you're not competing with anybody except for that one house if it's an off-market property, right? Have a good day and talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.